Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here as we near the end of 2000 and the 2019-2020 school year, give you guys an update. We have picked out our curriculum for this coming school year, and there's some big changes. And so I just wanted to give an update on what my kids are going to be using. I'm going to focus in this video on just my 9-year-old who will be technically fourth grade, going into fourth grade next year, and he has ADHD, dyslexia, dyscalculia, and some learning disabilities there. So, and he's been pretty much the only one I've been homeschooling up until this point. I have a 4.5-year-old who will be heading into, he'll be 5 at the very beginning of October, the 2nd. So he's going to be doing some kindergarten work next year. He's also going to be going to a preschool part-time. So I do have some curriculum for him, so I'm going to do a separate video on that. So this will just be about my 9-year-old. And I just wanted to go over how our school year has gone and just give an update. I've had some messages and stuff too, and thought it was time. So the biggest thing, I guess, is we just had his end of year testing, which if you've been homeschooling a while, it's required in North Carolina, which is where I'm at, to do end of year testing once a year once they hit first grade. So he did his end of year testing this year. It was third grade. And we normally do something called the Woodcock-Johnson. I always mess it up. I think that's what it's called, where you have like a tester administer the test. It's all done in one chunk of time. It's usually like 2-ish hours. And they grade it and they do like all of the stuff, then they go over it with you. And this year, because of COVID-19, obviously we couldn't do that. So I did the CAT test, the CAT, California Achievement Test, online with him at home this year. And I really enjoyed it. He actually well, I won't say he enjoyed it. It's a test. But, overall, he did really well with it. We opted for the not timed version, and I split it up over 3 days. So he did like 3 or 4 sections each day. And that would take him an hour to an hour and a half, depending. And I thought it was great. So, and you immediately get your results like the second you're done. And you can look at the results of each section as you complete it, which was really, really nice. And he did really well overall. So his progress this year has been kind of amazing, really. In previous years, he hardly progressed in reading and, well, in any subject really, but reading and math in particular were just really hard. Spelling has always been really difficult. Like, he always did well in vocab, but like other than that, he had a really like low test scores. He was testing for reference. At the end of last year, he tested beginning of first grade, and he was going into third grade. So he was like 2 years behind on everything. And it was really disappointing because the year before he had tested, kindergarten level on a lot of stuff when he was really first grade. And then, a whole year had gone by and he was still testing barely first grade. And it was difficult. And so anyway, we did a lot of things different this year. We didn't know about his dyslexia and his learning disabilities last year, even though we knew he struggled. So I had changed the way I did a lot of things this year. And yeah. And I don't know if he's at that age. I mean, he's 9 now, 9.5. So he's just like really matured and done really well. So he tested at a halfway through third grade level. So that was really exciting. That's like his overall score. So he tested at fourth grade level for reading, actually over fourth grade level and fifth grade level in some areas for reading. So that is like huge for him, and vocab and stuff. And then his spelling was still low, and his math was still a little bit low, but not near as bad. He was like a half a year behind or whatever. So that'll you'll see as the curriculum that we've chosen for next year, how it reflects that. So without further ado, I'm going to go through this. I am going to preface this by saying we are planning, and this was kind of last minute, huge change. We are planning on sending him to, it's kind of like a co-op, but it's every day. And it's a Waldorf inspired, super small class, 10 kids on a farm, on a real working farm. They're in like a one-room schoolhouse thing, and he'll go just for a half a day, 5 days a week. And it's for early elementary, or elementary, not really elementary. So he's looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. I just felt like he needed something outside of the home, and they will be doing core subjects with him there, along with like a lot of other opportunities in art and music and outside time and blah, blah, blah. So he will get some of that there. He's mostly going to be doing some science and history at home, and some handwriting practice, and definitely some math practice. We probably will not do it 5 days a week though. So we're going to try that this year. I don't know. We went back and forth on it, and then this opportunity came up, and we just decided to go for it. So we're going to see how that goes out. But without further ado, here's his curriculum for this year. I'm going to just delve right into math. We just started a few months ago, I guess in January-ish, we started the new Singapore. Shocker, I've changed my math curriculums again. The Singapore Dimensions program. It's their new program, and we're doing right now. He's almost finished the first grade level or whatever, and this is the second. He just started this. I know this sounds weird. He almost finished, and yet he's starting a new level. We kind of skipped through some of the first grade stuff because it was getting kind of repetitive and boring, and he's not great at memorizing math facts, and it was really like, it is a mastery base, so it was really like wanting him to get those math facts down, and instead of just holding him back, trying to memorize math facts, we decided to go ahead and move him into the second grade level and give him more of a challenge, and let him, and get into more stuff like fractions and multiplications and stuff like that, and he's done fantastic with it. So I'm glad we did that. I think he was just really bored. So we're using the second grade level. We had just started it like a month ago. And we'll still be going through that next year, and then we'll move on as we get there. So, I'm excited about that for math, and I can do like, more of a flip through of these things if you guys want. So just let me know. For language arts, we are going to be sticking with what we've been doing for the last, oh my gosh, since the second half of first grade, so 2.5 years, yeah, which is the Good and the Beautiful. He's finally moving into level 2. He's finishing level 1, which is really exciting. In his defense, we did level 1, what was it? Oh my gosh, second grade. Yeah, we did it all through most of second grade. He hadn't quite finished it. We got like 2/3 of the way through it. Then they released the new version, or the updated version. And I don't know why. And I felt like he still needed more practice. So I ordered the updated version, and we just started back over, and he's all of a sudden reading so much better. So I don't know, he just needed more time or whatever, but slow and steady. So we're using the level 2 for next year, and it comes with the reader. So it's been working really, really well for us. So we're just going to stick, and I really enjoy it. So we're just going to stick with that. We do add in spelling because he is super weak in spelling, like super duper weak in spelling. So we're just finishing level 1 of All About Spelling. This is the first year I've tried it. So wish I had started it sooner, but we're going to be doing level 2. And we love All About Spelling so far. For handwriting, what did I do with my handwriting books? Oh, did I bring them over here? Oh yeah, okay, sorry, buried them. We are going to be doing, for the first time, the Good and the Beautiful handwriting, and I have both the level 2, which is all print, and because he definitely still needs some practice on print, just getting like smaller sizes. I also picked up the level 3 because it goes into cursive, and I love the way they do their cursive now. I don't know if you can see this. It's colored dots. It's not focusing anyway, and they go like in rainbow order or whatever, and he has been so interested in starting cursive, like just for the last few months especially. He's like trying to write his name in cursive. So we are going to do a little of both. I still want him to have like a solid, firm foundation with print also. So we're going to go through both of those, and just when he gets through it, he gets through it. For science, we are going to be using more The Good and the Beautiful. So this is our main science we're going to be using is the mammals. And I'm hoping my younger kiddo can join in on that. He loves animals. My kids love animals. But so I'm going to go through this. I think that would be a good thing for them to do together. Comes with a couple extra books, the Track It and Animals Down Under, or Mammals Down Under. And then a couple read alouds. Mammals of Small Pond and Prairie Dog Town. So anyway, we'll be going through those. For our writing grammar type of extra, I know we have a language arts curriculum. The Good and the Beautiful technically is a complete curriculum. A lot of people do need to add in handwriting, but it has grammar. It has spelling. It has the phonics and the reading. It has writing and stuff in it. However, these are super weak areas for Oliver. He has dyslexia, he has dysgraphia, and I have been really lenient on writing and not making him write like paragraphs and not making him do just a ton of writing. So I've been trying to change that this year. He's been writing a lot better. Now that he's getting more comfortable, actually just with the physical act of writing, I'm ready to kind of like step it up a little. So I picked this up at a local homeschool store. And it's Essentials in Writing, and it's just their level 1. And it goes over just basic grammar and writing, foundational things. And I like, there's not a ton of actual writing. It's more like, I'm going to end up having to flip this around, but it's more fill in the blank with the plural of an indicated noun, and then it's like this. So there's just not like tons of writing. I'm sure as you go like upper levels, write a sentence about the sun, write a sentence about a woman. It has like where they'll have like sentence printed out and the spacing is incorrect, and you have to rewrite it with like the correct spacing, the correct punctuation and capitalization, and goes over like parts of a paragraph and stuff. So anyway, I think it'll be really good for him. He's, like I said, he's behind in that area because we were focusing on just like getting his reading solid and his handwriting in a better place, and his spelling. So that's what we'll be using for just some build up some writing skills. And then we also will be using another science on top of that, because once we get through the mammals, and we've actually, this is what we've been using lately this year. So this is not the one we'll be using next year. We're going to get a different one. But this is from Singapore Math, and it is called My Pals Are Here. And it's just a very simple science curriculum, but he's like really enjoying it. And so am I. It's very simple. It's very easy. Again, if you guys want me to like do flip throughs of any of this, because I know this is not the greatest, I can. And it has both a teacher, like textbook, that's the textbook I showed you, and it also has a, like a workbook, that they do like diagramming, and, just they answer some questions, and it's just very basic. So, yeah, the last thing for him is history, and I'm so excited. He's a huge history buff. I'm a huge history buff, and this year we are going back through American history, which is our favorite. And we will be doing some of this also with my younger guy. I mean, he can just listen in and do what he wants with it. I'm not having any expectations for him, but we are using a different curriculum than we've used in the past. We're going to be using the Knot Grass, which this is fairly new. The Knot Grass, Our Star Spangled Story. I think this only came out last year. Like, I think this is the first full year they've had it, or maybe last year was the first year they had it. Anyway, so I'm super excited about this. He cannot wait. He has been asking. They have, it's kind of textbook style, but it has really a nice, interesting narrative style as well. Lots and lots of like awesome pictures, paintings, photographs. Again, if you want, I can do a walkthrough of this. My Instagram also has, in my highlights saved, I have a walkthrough, a flip through. I keep saying walkthrough, a flip through of this, and it's at Raising Little Sparrows. And then it also comes with Rhythms and Rhymes, which this is just such a cool book. It's got songs and dances and poems and stuff in it. And then it has a timeline book, and these are all like just gorgeous. These are just hardback, super high quality, beautiful pictures. I'm really excited. You can just tell it's quality. And then the last thing would be the student workbook. So, yeah, and of course there's projects and stuff too. Wow, this is, I'll give you something. So it's got questions, it's got little like coloring pages, make signs, like little projects that you can do. Heard tons and tons of good things about this program, so I'm excited to use it. We also may be trying not doing the Sunlight program, but like I have a huge wish list of their books with their American history, of like read alouds and stuff, and some readers that I think I'm going to order to go along with this, because they just have a great book selection. So it's kind of like I'm using it as like a book list, I guess. But anyway, so I'm going to do that because I think my 5-year-old may listen to some of it too, but yeah, mostly for my 9-year-old. So I think I'm going to do that. And then, like I said, I'll do a separate video on my younger son. But yeah, this is our update for this year. I'm excited, looking forward to it. I hope that it goes well. I hope everyone's staying safe with this COVID stuff. It's been stressful, especially when you have a child who has ADHD, but just for any kid in general, especially younger kid and parent, it's just difficult right now. So I hope everyone is staying safe, hanging in there. Yeah, and if, like I said, if you guys have any questions, you want to see anything else more detailed, you want to ask me any questions about anything I've used in the past or whatever, go ahead and please comment below, or you can message me or whatever, and I try to respond to those. Sometimes I miss them, so if I haven't, like I don't get notified, so if I haven't responded and it's been like a week or something, please go ahead and message me again. But yeah, I try to respond to all those. So hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you guys later.